Pt1. And there is something remarkable about everywhere I go. But my appeal in the picture always start with them. Please, let's drop all celebration. We celebrated people before, and they failed us. So I've said, we now want to keep our celebration when they leave office. So we'll know whether they are worth celebrating. Just like we want to keep every honor and everything till when they leave office. So we'll know whether they deserve any honor. Chris mentioned to me there will be gift. I said no. Chris, no gift. No thank you. When we're free, we'll deal with that. Give me your sacrifice. I thank you for this night. I thank you for your patience. You said something. When I was leaving California this morning, they said Houston people don't start on time.
They reported us.
So when it was 7:30, I called Prof. I said, Prof, it's 7:30. It's not 7. If you know it was going to be 8, maybe 8. And I want to be there on the time we wrote because you made 7. Because my flight was supposed to come in here by 6:30. And I had to go to the airport and stand by to get an earlier flight because they said by 6:30 I won't make it there at 7. I said, Prof, that's why I came. So we must start by doing things in a way that we want to. It might look simple. But one of the things we suffer in our country is thinking we can do things differently and get the same result. No. We must start from simple things as behavior, personal conduct, character, everything. That's how we have to. I thank you people for one thing. When I said I was going to go around and greet every table, it was orderly. And that's what I've been telling you. It's very easy. We are all living in a civilized world. Prof, I've told you what we expect. When I look at the seas of people that live outside Nigeria, the question I ask myself, what is wrong with this country? What happened? Why did we get to the stage where we are today? And you ask yourself, every other country is getting better. I told somebody yesterday, I said, let me tell you, that in 1980, Nigeria helped Korea to pay salary. Somehow, not just directly, somehow. In 1980, as a country, we have 3 times the reserve of China. They had about $9.33 billion. We had about 9. Our per capita was about 3 or 4 times there then. What changed? Per capita in 2000 and what it was in 1980 was the same thing. Nothing has changed. Some people came here when dollar was, if you go to 500 naira, they give you $700. Some people came when it was 1 naira to $1. Some people then came when it was 5 naira and they were complaining. Then it became 20. What went wrong? In Nigeria, look at what the children are reading. He had become an insecure country. We're now among most civilized countries. We're now among countries where you can have nothing. We're now among countries where all you hear is language. Everything is going wrong. And nobody cares.
Hello, how are you?
And nobody has asked the question, how did we get here? All you're seeing in Nigeria today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. When you left, Nigeria was generating, some of you were there when Nigeria had 5 bombs. These things were there before. When, if they take life for 2 hours, you're complaining. Yes. If they take life for 2 hours, you're complaining that it's never. It's useless. You didn't know they will come at the time when they won't be at home. You don't know that all the time there won't be anything like 4 miles water. So over the years it continues to deteriorate. And nobody comes. In Toronto, somebody said, what are you going to do about this guy? I said, there's no way in America, not anyone. You can't have over 100 million people living in poverty. And you have who have the level of criminality. We're going through. It's impossible. You have young men in their productive age, young men and women doing nothing. You're going to have a crisis. And it's going to continue. It's going to get worse. That's what Professor Paul is telling you. I will have started a movement. That movement is not going to end with Junior tonight. It's not going to end with the election. It's not going to end. What we intend to do is not just to say you support Peter Obi to be president. No.
Oh, really?
Have to be involved also. And that involvement is what I tell everybody. I traveled from London to Toronto and I was with 2 people from Southwest, an Igbo, Yorubas. And I asked them, do any of you know the pilot? He said no. I don't know the person. So why did we enter this plane? Since none of us knows the pilot. You know where we're going. We're going to Toronto. Okay. And the pilot is telling us a story about Toronto. And we have confidence that he's going to Toronto. I told him another story before I told him about them. Tell them what I wanted to say about the pilot, which is what I said in California. I said, I wanted to go and study how schools work in Kenya, Uganda, all the eastern countries of Africa. And I would try to buy Kenya Airways because I wanted to go to Kenya direct. Kenya Airways was expensive. And I said, well, how can just going to Nairobi? There must be a cheaper way to go to Nairobi. So I bought Rwandan Air. And I came home. My wife said to me, Peter, Have you ever entered the wrong way? I said no. He said, why will you buy the? Why did you buy the ticket? Why are you always trying to do something that can one day do it? I said, I'm sure there will be a pilot flying that. They're not going to put a non-pilot. But let me tell you the exciting aspect of it. I came to the airport. Rwanda had brand new Airbus. And I was, wow. And there was just about 3 of us in business class. And as it took off, the pilot came out and said to me, Your Excellency, my governor. And I said, what is that? He said, 2 of us in this cockpit are from Nigeria. I didn't know who was there, but I trusted the pilot. Just like I told the people coming from London to Toronto. I said to them, do you know what is wrong with Nigeria? People in here, people inside would have been vehicle drivers, plane pilots. So the plane will not fly. So when you enter, all you hear is complain. What we saw when we entered here made it impossible for us to fly. You wonder what they were seeing when they were campaigning and asking us to vote for them. Because they don't have the capacity, the competence. They didn't know how to do the job. The job of a leader is not to complain, it's to solve problems. That's why we hired